If the idea of an 85-year-old involves rocking chairs, early bedtimes, and a complete confusion over how to use a smartphone, clearly the convener of the global crusade with Kumuyi has not been met. Those who work on his digital strategy team have a front row seat to parts of his daily life. The man operates at a speed that puts Gen Z to shame. He is not worshipped or idolized, but looking at his life, one cannot help but celebrate the sheer grace and energy God has packed into him. Here is a look at what it is really like to work closely with a tech-savvy octogenarian. If late-night scrolling sounds intense, try keeping up with Pastor Kumuyi's study habits. It is completely normal to call him at 1 a.m. to sync on a project and find him wide awake. When he picks up the phone, his voice is sharp and a distinct background noise is almost always audible. Never television or mindless noise, but always a lecture, a leadership resource, or a Christian podcast playing in his study. His discipline is unmatched. While the rest of the world sleeps, he is crafting messages, reading new materials, and sharpening his mind. His commitment to the Great Commission is unrivaled. Earlier this year, he had just concluded a grueling 2-week crusade spanning Port Harcourt, Bori, and Ahwada. For the digital team, a minor delay in posting content might look like a small hitch in the schedule. For Pastor Kumuyi, it is a matter of life and death. When a scheduled 6 a.m. content drop was missed and published at 7 a.m. instead, his response did not center on social media algorithms or branding. He spoke about souls, reminding the team that people are lost every single minute, and that a 1-hour delay could mean preventing someone from hearing about Christ before standing before the chief judge. Every strategy deployed is ultimately about the soul. He does not care about the applause or the fame. When asked about the ultimate vision for the global campaign during the early days of building the GCK brand, his response was short, distinct, and clear: to reach every creature on earth with the gospel. One might expect a minister of his vintage to rely entirely on decades of experience. But conversations with Pastor Kumuyi are never superficial. He stays ahead of trends by reading deeply and refusing to stop learning. On one occasion, he caught his team completely off guard by asking about SEO, search engine optimization, wanting to know exactly how search algorithms could be leveraged to enhance the visibility, virality, and reach of the gospel message online. Despite carrying the weight of a global ministry, his personal warmth is extraordinary. He has been known to encourage those around him in deeply personal moments, checking in on team members during courtship, urging them to stay connected with loved ones even in the busiest seasons on the mission field. When a team member's father was gravely ill, Pastor Kumuyi asked for the phone to be placed at the sick man's ear so he could personally pray for him. In Psalm 90, Moses concluded his prayer with a profound plea that the Lord establish the work of human hands. As this true servant of God and apostle par excellence prepares for his next season of life and global ministry, the collective prayer is clear: that the Lord will continuously confirm and establish the work of his hands, ensuring that every digital strategy, every frontier crusade stands as an enduring monument to the glory of God and Savior. At 85, Pastor Kumuyi remains a leader, a model, and a true spiritual father. The celebration is not about building a monument around a man, It is because the reflection of Jesus is visible in his tireless stride, his deep wisdom, and his urgent love for people. Now, welcome to the pulpit, the General Superintendent of Deeper Christian Life Ministry and the convener of GCK, Global Crusade with Kumuyi, our Father, and Pastor Dr. W. F. Kumuyi.